Welcome back guys to GTS-Tech. Today we are going to create a virtual machine and we are going to install the web server extensions on it through CLI. So this is something that you are going to see on your exam, or you will see some elements of the use of extensions within virtual machines. So hopefully this one's going to be of use to you. So the first thing we're going to do is create a virtual machine, which is I'm going to do through the portal, and then I shall switch to CLI to install the extension itself. So let's add a virtual machine. Page you go, new resource group, because I don't currently have one. Let's just call this RG01 RG, nice and simple. A virtual machine name VM01. Let's go closer to me. Don't worry about that. Availability options, not going to worry at this point. B1's fairly good. So username test domain admin. Put this one in capital P ampersand $. Allow selected ports, so that's none on that one at this point in time, and like an existing no. Have disk, we're just going to quickly run through this, don't need any additional of that. Virtual network, which is fine. Subnet, new default, which is fine. Public IP address, we don't need any. Network security group, none. Place this in. Don't need the load balancer. Management tools, disable. Again, I'm not going to do anything with this at this point. Advanced, and that should be fine. So if you're going to set extensions up through the portal, that's where you do it. So you just select extension, and then you can choose from your list of extensions that you want to install. But in this one we are not. We're going to just do that through CLI. Nothing in there, nothing in there. Review, create. So once this is created, it'll take a while, so I'll come back when this one is done. We will then switch over to the CLI. Okay, with the deployment complete, we're now going to open up the Bash console. Through there, let's just get into that. Create storage. That's going to take a while to create, so we're just going to go, while we do that, we're going to go to Home, Virtual Systems, and we can see VM1 there, so that's all the information we're going to need. Okay, so we're at the prompt now, so the first thing we're going to do is start with AZ VM extension. We're going to set, we're then going to create a publisher, or declare the publisher, and that would be Microsoft.compute. We're then going to declare the version, which is 1.8. We are then going to declare the name, which is custom script extension. Then going to declare the VM name, and that is going to be VM01. We're then going to declare the resource group, which I'm going to use there, and that's going to be RG01-RG, and then we are going to put the settings in, and those settings are going to start there, and then command to execute, and that PowerShell, add Windows feature, web server, semicolon, PowerShell, add content, path C, down the bottom, path C, and it is inetpub www root, then it's default.htm, after that it is value dollar open brackets $env colon computer name, and then close brackets just check that for, does that look good? Yeah. We'll just let that script complete. So whilst that is running, what we can do is just go to the VM itself, come down the side, go to extensions, and you can see custom script. You can see the script extension, the version, and it's currently in a state of transitioning. So once that is installed, we'll come back. Okay, so that has now finished. Let me just scroll that back up a little bit so you can see that it's finished. Auto upgrade minor version true. There you go. So now that's changed as well. So that's custom script, Microsoft custom script, and provisioning succeeded. So that is that installed. So that's the web server component installed onto that virtual machine through CLI. Hope that helps. Good luck.